Hello, my friends. Welcome to Taste to Explore. My name is Darlene. Now, on this episode, my friends, I am going to make something truly easy, simple, and it's just like a finger food classic. We are making some fried shrimps and tostones on the side. The perfect combination. Super easy, super delicious. I love cooking like that. It makes life so easy. Perfect go-to recipe for a weeknight. You're tired, you want something simple, you whip this up in about 30 minutes to even 40 minutes, 45 minutes, even pushing it, and this is done pretty quick and it's satisfying. That's what counts, right? As long as it's satisfying. So right now we're going to season up our shrimps first. Give it time to marinate as we prepare our tostones next. But right now, let's begin on seasoning up our shrimps. Alright, my friends, right here I have some jumbo shrimps. I have here 1 pound. They've been cleaned and left on the little tail. And really simple ingredients that we're going to use, but I need this to marinate even if it's for 5 minutes. Something is something in order for this to really come out nice and lovely. You can season it and leave it overnight if you like in the refrigerator. Right here I have Adobo, all-purpose seasoning. Be careful with it because it's loaded in salt, unless you do a homemade version, which I did, and I'll leave you the link for that. So we're just going to sprinkle on some salt. Some adobo, and that's according to your taste. I have here some fresh garlic. I have 2 cloves right here, and I'm gonna put that right there. It's gonna be delicious. And over here my seasonings are right here. I have a half a teaspoon of black pepper, a half a teaspoon of onion powder, I have 1 teaspoon of parsley flakes, and 1 teaspoon of ground coriander seeds. Perfect. Love it. And the last but least, we're gonna put 1 packet of sazon. And that is it. We're just gonna sprinkle this all around. Yes. And then just mix with your hands, mix with a spoon. Really easy, really delicious. Smells insane already. Love it. Now I'm gonna let this marinate until we get everything all together, and I'm gonna start prepping my green plantains for the tostones. But after you give this a good mix, a good toss, making sure that everything is combined and all the ingredients is everywhere, which looks perfect. All right, excellent. All right, so now let's begin with making our tostones. Okay, my friends, now let's begin. Here are my green plantains. I'm going to be using 3 of them. Really nice and big and wide. Try to pick something that has a nice wide body, because you will get really good results with your tostones when they're nice and wide. And just cut off the ends like so. Really easy. And then we're just going to slice it down the middle, close to the seam. Try not to go too deep, or else you're going to cut right through, which happens. And just rock your knife in the center of your cut just to release the skin, because sometimes this could be a little tricky. And see, it happens. Sometimes you take a little corner out, but it's okay. And just pull the skin out. Now, it's just a little, not really hard, but you know how bananas can be. Alright, so I'm going to continuing on with the rest of them, just like this. Now I want nice thick round cylinders so I can have a nice thick tostones, and how you do that is by just cutting them a little bit thick, because when you squish them they will widen up, and that's what I want. So I want about 1.5 inches. A nice big thick cut tostones. Oh man, it's just gonna be so delicious. So let me just push these over, and I'm gonna get some oil nice and heat it through, and I will see you right back. Okay guys, so now let's begin. I have placed one plantain in first to see if it's nice and hot, and it is. And you see how much oil I have? It's not necessarily halfway up, but it's like 2/3 way up. You want it like that, sort of like plenty oil, but not deep frying it. And you want it on a medium high. You want to get your pan nice and hot. Be careful as you place them down, and that's about it. So I'm just going to be placing this down here. I am not going to overly crowd my pan, because if you do that, the temperature drops and it doesn't cook properly, and you don't want that. So I'm just going to be careful putting them down. You know, it's not splashing, it's not, you know, popping. So just be really careful with hot oil. Now we're going to allow this to cook, maybe I want to say 3 minutes on each side. It all depends on the thickness of your plantain. These are kind of thick, so I need to make sure that they cook through, but you don't want too much color now. Don't let them get browned, but you do want them to get cooked through. So I'm just going to show you how that is. And look, my 3 plantains fit just fine right here, and I'm gonna let them do their thing. See you right back. Alright, so at this point I'm just gonna start turning them, because you're gonna tell, you see how it looks right now, it's like in its raw state, but when you turn them, they get nice and yellow. Let me show you this one. See, nice and yellow, and that's how you want them to be in the other side. So it's gonna take like a good 3 or 4 minutes as well each side, and then we're gonna take them out and start flattening them out. That's how they get their tostones shape, and then that needs to be cooked as well. So this is like a double process. For those who never done this before, it's pretty easy and delicious. I have done a video on it way back in the days, so you can take a look at it again if you like. And then that's it, my friends. I'm just gonna turn all of them, and I'll see you right back. Okay guys, now let's do this next step. We are going to start smashing our plantains. I just took them out the oil, and remember they have to cook between 3 to 4 minutes on each side on medium heat. And it really doesn't have much color, but it kind of has like that yellow tint color, and that's what you need. And it's really simple. You don't need to buy a kitchen gadget unless you want to. You just need a cutting board or a plate. You can use a large cup or a small plate like I'm doing, and a spatula. Easy peasy. What you're going to do, you're going to press down. That's it. And lift up. And then get a spatula, because it's easy just to scoop up in case it gets stuck in the bottom. That's it. One time. Easy. So I'm just going to put this here in the corner and continuing on smashing them until I finish. Oop, and sometimes it gets stuck in the bottom, but that's okay. That's where you have your spatula, just to make sure it doesn't break up on you, because it could be a little, you can stick to the bottom a little bit. That's why you kind of want to make your tostones thick, as you can see, because when you squash them, they hold their shape pretty well. Alright, that's it. So I'm just going to continue on with this, and I'll see you right back. Alright guys, I am finished smashing them. They're all smashed up, and now they're ready to get refried. Alright my friends, using the same oil from earlier, I'm going to put in my plantains in. And they need just 2 or 3 minutes on each side, and then that's it. Try not to overcrowd it. Oh man, look at that. Yum. And then that's it, my friends. 2 or 3 minutes each side. I'm sorry, 1 to 2 minutes on each side. Really doesn't take too long to cook them. You just want them nice and crispy. And I'm going to continuing on until I finish my entire batch of tostones. I'll see you right back. Alright my friends, so this is my last batch. I had done 3 batches. I don't want to fill my pan up, and I had already turned this, so this is about to come out. I'm going to discard most of the oil. I don't need too much when it comes down to the shrimps. They cook really quick, and you don't need to deep fry them because they don't have any batter. I'm just going to fry them up like that. So I'm going to give this about 30 seconds more, then I'm going to remove it, discard most of my oil, and I'm going to show you how we're going to prepare these shrimps. Alright my friends, I discard most of my oil. As you can see, it's probably like 2 or 3 tablespoons, not much. I am going to put in my shrimps that's been marinating. Oh man, it's going to taste so good. This is going to cook literally so fast. Maybe 2 minutes in one side. When you flip them, another 2 minutes, about 4 minutes, this will be done. You don't need a lot of oil at all. Alrighty. So there you go. I'm going to put them in here, and I'll see you when it's time to flip them. I'm not going to crowd my pan. I'm going to get a nice color. 2 minutes on each side. It's about 4 or 5 minutes in total. I see you when this is done. Alright my friends, this is my second and last batch. I am turning them. It's been 2 minutes on each side. Right now I'm going on to the next side. And that's it. Super easy and delicious. Easy weeknight meal. Can't get better than this. Full of flavor. Better than the restaurants. Oh, it's amazing. Alright, so now let me show you how my plate is. The plate, this is actually my husband's plate. This is his favorite. I'm going to serve him right now, but I'm going to show you how my tostones came out, how my shrimp came out. Smells delicious. I am sure he is going to be so satisfied with this dish. So here it goes. Make it.